session as I was sleeping, and then I'm walking into New York session, not wanting to chase the move because I know more times than not you get punished for that in these markets. Never just walk in being like, oh, well, damn it, I missed the move. I'm not gonna get anything today. No, just wait. We still have that 1050 to 1110 macro. We'll see if anything performs in that. If not, the stream will be closed. I will be viewing the post lunch macro as well as 1:15 p.m. to 3 p.m. But if you really want to refine it, typically, well, not typically, the PM session kill zone is 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. That's where you like want to be taking all your PM session trades. So we're digging up through these up close candles. We want to see if we can't displace above them. And then obviously we'd be looking at buy side here, this gap. Check down. And I'll stop flipping through, guys. Just bear with me here. Alright, so boom. Beautiful. Finally swept that buy side liquidity on the dollar index that was called for in the pre-market analysis. Beautiful. And this isn't beating my chest, but literally every single price point that I called out in that pre-market analysis was priced to. It was just so happened that the cleanest moves took place in the London session. So yeah, guys, this is the reality of trading. Sometimes the cleanest move will happen when you're asleep. Sometimes you'll have to sit here for hours, patiently waiting, and nothing comes your way. But where it stands right now, we'll just monitor this next coming macro and look to. Okay, so referencing this 1040 low, ES just dropped down into a new low below this one. So let's show you that there, right here. I like what I'm seeing on dollar index. The fact that we were able to reach this price point gives me more confidence. Or not home office. My other offices looks like will be the choice here. With that construction being out of my house. Unfortunate. I'd like to see if we can't get displacement above these two down close candles that were formed. If not, then we'll just kind of leave it alone. To trade on Mondays on non-farm payroll weeks, because yeah, I don't know what it is, but typically, well, actually I do know what it is, but typically Mondays are very great trading days on non-farm payroll. So I'm not gonna keep this box here, guys. Don't worry. I'm not gonna be like Dave and have so much stuff on my chart you can barely even focus. But notice we worked in the high of this order block here. Wasn't able to get to the opening, but we still traded to the high of it. Alright, boom. There's our displacement right at the beginning of the macro, right on timing. So what are we gonna do? Well, I'm gonna reference the opening here. If we trade back down to the opening of these down close candles, there you go. Now, why would I be anticipating some type of significant retracement? Well, like I said, we already reached significant discount raise. So sell side has been swept on NASDAQ. Here. So on ES, the target would be, let's see here, midpoint of the wick. Now let me hurry up with this. So green levels are always what I mark as midpoint of my wicks there. So just so you guys know, I'd be looking at this as a potential target. And first one, low hanging fruit would be the. All right. I need to see how we act now that we just dropped down into here. Okay, boom. Beautiful. Alright, I'll just be content with a below average entry, and then stop loss will have to go below here. And then sell limit will just be right up here. Low hanging fruit objective. And then stop loss is below this down close candle here. If we trade below that, the idea would be canceled anyways. So the idea is we have intermittent term low here, and the shift in market structure. Institutional order flow tells me once we trade down to these down close candles, that's where we be accumulating long positions to then distribute that to the upside. And then stop loss reasonably has to go below here. You have to allow for it to retrace down to this lower inefficiency. And I'm also going to be watching ES. If we break that low, then I'll have to be forced to close the trade here on NASDAQ and then just leave it at that. So we're just going for 16 handles here on NASDAQ. With how this day is traded here, that's all I'm going to be looking for today. I don't need any more than that. And that's even if we get that, we can obviously take a loss here. So if ES trades below that low, I'm going to go ahead and close the trade. But other than that, I'm going to submit to it here. And then obviously only one contract being used because we're heading into that 11 o'clock hour. As I always tell you guys, one contract always used. This was not an ideal entry whatsoever. You know, a little bit of slippage there, but getting the perfect entry is not important. And then let me go to ES quick. Okay, nice. Dollar index doing exactly what I wanted to do. Inversely, whenever dollar index is doing what you want it to do inversely, that's always gives you higher confidence in your trades. One contract. If it's 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., just use one contract. That will serve you well. Especially on the NASDAQ with how fast it moves. So just going for the lowest hanging fruit, this inefficiency up here, and the buy side up here, okay? Very simple. Now the ideal entry clearly would have been down here, but you know, it is what it is. This is where our entry is. and we'll just leave it at that. But the reason why my sell limit is so low here is I don't want to push it. Okay, I'm not in this price action. It's not. You never want to. Yeah, just go for the lowest hanging fruit. Okay, simple. If you really want to reach for higher targets, though, I would say. So my entry or my exit is at equilibrium, but you can at least put yours up here. But I'm leaving mine here. Okay. So right at equilibrium. Stops can get raised. There we go. So getting long here with institutional order flow in mind, and then we're exiting at equilibrium. Simple. Alright, there we go, guys. One and done. Just literally the same exact thing from yesterday. There's $300. Once again, back-to-back days. There's your subscription paid for times. I don't know what it is, but when you have to identify when to scalp and when to aim for more. This is a classic when you should be scalping. And with this trade right here, I just reached my next payout.